Hello everybody. I wish I didn't have to make this video. I don't want to make this video, but I have to make this video. As you have already seen from the past week, we are in an economic show, thanks to Captain Face and his army of goons. The biggest victims of all this bullshittery is going to be poor people and small businesses. In 6 months, we are going to have the biggest e-waste event in human history, right? It might be an exaggeration, or it might not. That's when Windows 10 end of life happens, October 2025. That was already bad, so that sucked already, but now it's gonna suck even more if this economic stuff continues, because now everything is priced up the tits. What I want this video to help you do is try to save money where you can save money. If you have something that can be upgraded, is still usable, do it. If you have a loved one that is panicking because HP and Dell, they're gonna send out emails that are gonna, the world is ending, the sky is falling, you have to upgrade to Windows 11. It's your job to try to upgrade their device to Windows 11, even if it's not supported. Now, the whole reason I started this business in the first place was, of course, to make money.
I like money.
But the repair business isn't something that a billionaire goes, or somebody who wants to be a billionaire goes into thinking they're gonna become a billionaire. The passion that came from all that was because I grew up poor. So I haven't forgotten what it's like to be poor and to get caught up in that cycle where you have no choice but to buy the cheapest crap that doesn't last, and then when it breaks, you don't have enough money to buy something better, so you buy the cheapest crap again, and the cycle continues, and that's the cycle of poverty, right? I have not forgotten how bad that sucks. And to this day, I still don't use anything that's brand new when it comes to my computers. Only my desktop, which is now at this point 5 years old. We're at a point in our society, right, that we need tech in order to just participate in everyday activities. To pay your bills, to pay your rent, no matter what, you need tech. Every age needs tech. So we need to buy tech. A lot of people don't know that you don't have to buy something brand new. You don't have to go to Best Buy and buy a $300, HP laptop that the hinges are gonna break in 2 days. You don't have to do that. You can buy something that's refurbished, something that's used, and you can save money on it. Because nobody should have to go into debt in order to get a piece of tech just to survive and participate in everyday life. You shouldn't have to skip a meal because you have to buy a laptop or you have to buy a phone. So this video is just gonna be about my advice of how to navigate this weird ass economy that we're about to go into. The first thing that you can do, the best thing that you can do, your responsibility, if you're watching this video, you have a responsibility and an obligation to spread the word to everybody that you know, especially people around you that they're not tech savvy, that they don't have to buy something new. That refurbished is a very viable option in terms of saving money and getting the same quality or a higher quality product than they would if they got brand new. You have that responsibility. And you also have that responsibility to learn the basics of how to upgrade and repair a computer. Because repair shops like mine, we're gonna be the first businesses to feel the pain from the economy going right into the shitter. Because our parts are, already our parts have gone up like 35% or something like that. I'm in a Facebook group and everybody's losing their collective minds, worrying about how they're gonna pay rent, how they're gonna go forward. Thanks to you guys, I don't have that problem right now because I make money from YouTube. I make more money from sponsors, but I don't have sponsors right now. This video, non-negotiable, I did not want to sponsor because it was so important to me. You have the obligation to learn the basics of how to maintain your laptop. You should be doing it with everything. You should know how to maintain your laptop, you should know how to maintain your car. Simple things to save yourself money, you should know how to do that, and you should teach everybody you know how to do that. It's something that we've forgotten how to do. We've become so reliant on shops and like mine. But we're not gonna exist forever. In fact, most of us are probably gonna close in the next few months. There's never been a more critical time to hold on to what you already own than this year. With Windows 10 support ending and everything going out of control in terms of pricing, it's essential that you hold on to what you already have. Even if it's a 6th gen or whatever, you can just upgrade it. You can install Windows 11 on it, just bypass it. Don't believe the hype. When you start getting those emails saying that the world's gonna end and your computer's gonna explode because you're not running on Windows 11 and you're running on Windows 10 and your computer can't support it, don't believe it, dude. You don't have to actually buy another computer. You can upgrade the one that you already have. Whether or not Microsoft will end up blocking that and patching these bypasses, who knows? But until then, you should at least try to save yourself some money. And what really bothers me is all of tech YouTube, I don't see anybody acknowledging this as an issue. There's a few creators, like smaller creators, that are talking about it, but for the most part, all of tech YouTube is just, hey, look at this new product. This is a great product. You should buy it. Or wow, I can't believe how much this costs. This is crazy. This is brand new. Because telling people not to buy new stuff doesn't sell. It's not what advertisers pay for. They don't want to advertise on your channel or your video or whatever. When I tell you to stop buying something brand new and start buying something used, it doesn't make anybody money, except for you know, the person selling the computer, maybe they might be making money. Hopefully they are. They're not like me and selling it for costs and losing money and then complaining about it to their intern every single day. The basics. If you buy a refurbished laptop, you can buy it from eBay, make sure the seller has a good return policy. That's all that matters. If something's broken, just return it. Don't try to fix it. Just return it. If they have a good return policy, even if they don't, eBay will still cover you. I don't know any refurbishers that do what I do in terms of like repasting it. Not to toot my own horn, I don't know any refurbishers that do that, but you can do it yourself. You know, ask around. If someone else is getting rid of their computer and they won't listen to you and they insist on buying something new, take their old computer, offer them like 20 bucks or something. And if you're not going to use it, give it away. Donate it to somebody that needs it. Because right now we need to rely on each other. We can't rely on corporations to have our interests at heart. We can't rely on the government to have our best interests at heart. We can only rely on each other because we're all humans at the end of the day, right? So we want to help each other. Some of us. If you're watching these videos, if you have any sort of interest in tech, and even if you don't, if you just watch the videos for the memes and for the skeletons and for the dick jokes, learn how to do the basics so that you can help people that need it. Whether it's yourself, someone in your family, or whatever, man or woman. If you can help somebody with the knowledge that you learn here, then do it. And I shouldn't even be here right now. It is 5:50 p.m. on a Friday. I shouldn't even be here. I was here every single day this week refurbishing laptops, but I'm here because this is my way of like giving back. Because these laptops, we barely, I don't think we even break even on them. We lose a few bucks that I make up in the videos, thankfully. So if you like and subscribe, that would be great. If not, whatever, I don't care. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm just gonna steal your toothbrush and bang your mother. So I've been here every single day, staying late. I've been doing the live streams, so shout out to everybody who's joined in the live streams, watching me do this stuff and suffering with me. Because my goal, if I can't be a repair shop, then the least I can do is sell them a device that can be repaired at a cost that is reasonable, so that they don't have to pay an arm and a leg for something that's gonna break again. And if it does ever break, they can get it repaired for cheap. They don't have to spend $1 million on a fused keyboard and labor and all that stuff. As for all the repair shops out there, I'm not religious, but I am praying for you. I am praying to the tech gods, I'm praying to Steve Jobs that you guys can survive this, what's about to happen. It's not gonna be easy. If I were to give any advice to you guys, explore managed services. Small businesses are going to take the brunt of this nonsense that's happening. Now you would think repair shops would be making a killing right now because everybody wants to hold on to their old device, nobody has the money to buy a new device, and while that may have been true in the past, it is no longer true because the labor rate that repair shops need to charge just to cover their overhead isn't going to be worth it. You're not going to be able to afford it compared to buying a $350 HP laptop off of, you know, Best Buy. Shout out to all you guys all you guys that own small businesses, especially repair shops, auto mechanics. I mean, we're in just such a bad place. And I know technology has come so far. We've come so far and like we've plateaued where you don't need the brand new M4 MacBook Air, right? You can use a 2020 M1 MacBook Pro and run your entire business and life and YouTube channel off of it. You don't need something new. This is like $400 used. This thing, it hauls, dude. I know a lot of people who Max, whatever. Yeah, I hear you. Apple sucks. They blow. But these M1 MacBook Pros are still the tits. They are perfect for like 99% of people, especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem already. They're fantastic devices, which is why I choose to sell them on SalemTechSperts.com. And we have a whole stack here, about 10 or something like that. I can't count. This is why I'm losing money. But we're selling these for like I think $420. But even if you don't get it from me, dude, these devices are awesome. The last time I saw stuff like this happen, and this is what it pains me so much, was right when COVID hit, when everybody was going remotely, and some people didn't have IT guys to go remote. So I was everybody's IT guy, and it was crazy. People were panicked. They were stressed. I had people crying because of stuff. It sucked, man. And I felt bad, but at the end of the day, I was helping people by providing a service. But now I don't provide services anymore. I've been closed since June to the public. I don't want that stress. Like I mentally had to do it because I was reaching a state where it was burnout. It was peak burnout. I couldn't do it anymore. You know, it was bad. But I also kind of feel guilty about it too, because they're gonna need somebody like me to help them and walk them through stuff and to do data transfers and stuff, but I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not that guy, pal. The least I can do is offer them an inexpensive alternative if they need to save money and they want to save money. So that's how I kind of feel like I'm giving back to them. It's the least I can do because I do have a feeling that we're gonna end up in that same state and people are gonna end up exactly how they were in terms of desperation when COVID hit for the first time in 2020. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I'm here repasting all these damn laptops, making images of them, burning them up to NVMEs. And shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel while I do this and for purchasing the computers and giving them to loved ones. I have a few emails. Shout out to all you guys. You guys are doing exactly what I'm preaching right now, saying, you know, you bought a computer for your uncle because they were gonna go to Walmart or whatever, and you told them not to, and you got a computer for them. So shout out to you guys. Again, even if you don't buy from me, I don't care. I don't care. I would love to take your money so I can lose more money. Just make sure you know how to repair. So what computers do I recommend buying? Of course, SalemTechSperts.com. You can buy all my computers refurbished. ThinkPads, we have MacBook Pros for sale, M1 MacBooks. We have, I think that's it, ThinkPads and M1 MacBooks. Jokes aside, I don't care if you buy them from me. Just buy them from eBay. ThinkPads are great. T14, T480, T490, T15 is good, T16 depending on the screen size. The ThinkPad series is amazing. You can get those for like $300 to $500, and these are devices that will last much longer than the $329 device that you can get from Best Buy. Let's see, brand new, this HP with an i3 and 8 gigabytes of memory with 256, $350 brand new. Those hinges are gonna snap. A Lenovo IdeaPad, absolute dog shit. Not a bad drive though. $330 brand new. Again, this is gonna snap, 8 gigabytes of memory. Acer Chromebook, this guy, $139, that's actually not a bad deal, but Jesus, 64 gigabytes of eMMC. That's a yikes. And if you absolutely have to buy something new, and you have the money to buy something new, if you're not in that like budget class, and you want something that's going to last, it's repairable, and you can upgrade it and do whatever you want, consider Framework. I'm not sponsored by Framework. I'm not sponsored by iFixit. I'm not sponsored by anybody right now. But if you have the money, consider supporting a company that is all about repairability, sustainability, upgradability, and making a product that lasts, making a product like for the consumer, where a battery doesn't cost 150 bucks. You can buy a battery for $50 or whatever. And yes, you're gonna pay more money for the Framework, but you're not just buying the hardware. You're not paying for the hardware. You're paying to support a company that has this mission and this goal to help the consumer at the end. You know, every single repair job that I do, you can do yourself on the Framework laptop. So it's against as a repair shop owner that no longer repairs, it would be against my best interest to tell you to buy a Framework laptop because I can't repair anything on it. It wouldn't be worth it for me to repair anything on it because you can do it yourself. So that's one way you can save money, by supporting a company, paying a little extra to support them. But that's it for today. That's all. That's the end of the video. These two laptops are finished, thank God. I have a few more to go, as you can see, so I won't be leaving here for this entire weekend. Everybody say hi to Lupe. He's in Florida for 2 weeks. Cameraman is Lupe's ghost. So thank you, Cameraman, Lupe's ghost. But until next time, thank you. I will be live streaming. Stay tuned for the live streams. I do it whenever I feel like. I don't have time. So discord.gg/SalemTechSperts, baby. That's our Discord. Thank you. Enjoy the bloopers. Thank you for the great supporters. Thank you for everybody for supporting me. Subscribe, like, dislike. I don't give a fuck. Way busier than I am, though. But.
Ah, fuck. Ah.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
What?
I think I put too much pressure on the compressor.
Holy sh. The fuck? You good?
No, I just got a paper cut from cardboard.
God damn it! You're just racking up the workers' comp, man. You gotta wait.
First gunshot wounds.
Gunshot wounds. Now.
Do you have band-aids?
You're getting sliced. There should be band-aids over there. Yeah. Near your area, there should be band-aids. How bad's the paper cut? You bleeding everywhere?
Yeah.
Nice.